Greetings, good people. I'm Amena Soleil, owner and creator of Basic Opulence Wellness, where I make high vibrational healing blends for divine well being. And today I want to talk to you all a little bit about why I chose not only natural hair, but a natural lifestyle. I think I was about 27 years old when I had my quarter of life crisis. You know how they say midlife crisis? I'm gonna call it a quarter life crisis because we're gonna live long out here, okay? So, what was going on for me at the time is that I was extremely unhappy. I was about 15, 20 pounds overweight. I was having chronic yeast infections that just related to a bunch of sugar and things I was eating having in my diet. Um, I was living on coffee. I was working a high stress corporate job, uh, single momming. Like I just was not taking very good care of myself. And one day I woke up and could not move. Like I had this pain in my neck and my shoulders and could not really turn my head. So I had to call a family member. Well, of course, I couldn't go to work. I had to call a family member. Shout out to my big sis to come and get me and take me to the hospital. And after a series of questions, they determined that I was having a physical response to extreme stress. So they prescribed me some muscle relaxants and they gave me a referral to a psychologist or psychotherapist, whichever the one prescribed medication. That's where they referred me. And so once I was able to get with the therapist, it was after a series of questions, they discovered that I was self-medicating using, alcohol and weed. Like I was so disconnected from myself during that time that I didn't even realize that I was drinking every day and smoking weed before I even went to work at this national bank just to manage the level of stress and anxiety that I had going on in my life. So once that was discovered, the therapist gave me a choice of taking anxiety medication and antidepressants to manage life and go back to work, or go into a chemical dependency recovery program uh, for 90 days to get off of these substances. And I wasn't really happy with either choice. Like, of course, I didn't want to go back to work because I just, it was not manageable. Like, I was just like at my wit's end. And, but I also did not feel like I had a problem. Clearly, I did. So I went to the program, and that 90 days without alcohol and without cannabis gave me the mental clarity that I needed to make some positive lifestyle changes. I started doing yoga during this time. I started cleaning up my diet a little bit. I started taking inventory of the relationships that was in my life because I wasn't drinking and smoking the feelings away, right? So at the conclusion of the program, well, nearing the conclusion of the program, I had decided that I was going to quit my job and just completely blow up my life, quit my job, move to a whole nother state, buy a house, and just have a fresh start. So I'm in another state with my daughter and my husband at the time, and I am now vegetarian. I am continuing with my yoga. I am reading and taking in a lot of information about health and wellness. And so now I go down the rabbit hole of ingredients, right? Ingredients in food, ingredients in products. And I've switched everything, just about everything over. My cleaning products, the products I use on my body, the laundry detergent I use, the food I'm eating. I'm organic now and vegetarian versus, conventionally grown, like all these things. But the hair, I held on to the hair, the relaxing of the hair for like 4 or 5 years after that. Um, Maybe 6. Like I just would not let it go. Like even though I knew all that I knew, including how bad relaxers were for us, because this is how much reading and researching I had the time to do, I was still couldn't let it go. But when I decided that, you know what, you know better, you know that this relaxer is not good for your health, and you've done everything else, you're going to have to let this hair go. When I just made that decision, some anxiety just rose up in my spirit. Like I had never thought about what type of hair that I had prior to that. Just never even thought about it. I'm just, living my best relaxed life, honey. Hair was banging and never thought about it. So when I decided that I was going to go natural, I got anxiety again. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what? You have to do this because it's better for your health, but you're not gonna be out here looking crazy. So I decided to get on the internet and, get my hands on every piece of like natural hair content that I could digest. And back in that day, that was like 2011. Yeah, something like that. Back in that day, it was Black Girl Long Hair Care Forum. It was Curly Nikki. It was Kimmy Tube. It was, so many others that were just rocking the hair natural, and putting out a lot of great content for naturals back then. So I, was doing my researching and just, taking in all the information so that I could make sure that my hair looked good. Like when I chopped it off, like I know what to do. So went on ahead and did the chop, and it's the best thing that I could have done for my health. Now, since then, I became a cosmetologist in 2013? Yeah, 2013, 2014, specializing in natural hair, retired as a master cosmetologist, master colorist, been braiding for over 20 years at this point. And have this wonderful product line that is, all natural. It's powered by aromatherapy, synthetic fragrance free, always will be. And focusing on, scaling this line at this stage in life and expanding the ways with which I can support people in their overall health and wellness, but still take care of their hair, right? So love that work. But it was time for me to transition out of the industry because um, the toxins are unavoidable. Like it made my job really challenging to navigate, like what products that we could use in the salon that were of highest caliber for my health and for my clients' health. And we did a good job, but there's only so much you can avoid, especially if you're going to be doing color services and other type of chemical things. There's just only so much you can avoid. So all that is to say that I know that all of us should have heard about these relaxer lawsuits that are flying around right now. And if you haven't, I'll, link a couple things in the video some kind of way. But our relaxed sisters are out here. Our relaxed sisters are out here, having health issues because of the relaxers on their hair. And, I knew this back in 2011. A lot of us knew, a lot of us naturals knew, which is why we did what we did. But now the lawsuits are flying, and I hope, that the cases are resolved, for everyone's highest good, and that our sisters are able to regain their health and get on the path to better health and wellness. I truly hope that. But I want y'all to know that a lot of these very same chemicals are lurking in your natural hair care products. A lot of these natural hair care lines that claim to be natural, they might be 70% natural and 50% natural. Majority of them are not all natural, especially if they sitting on the shelf for years. These chemicals that they use to preserve them are some of the biggest harms to our health. The next one is synthetic fragrance. And so I took the time to write a guide on not only how to be your own natural hairstyling guru and natural hair care guru, right? Because there's a lot of us out here that, don't necessarily want to go to the salon, but we want to know that we are doing everything that we're supposed to be doing to take care of our natural hair as best we can, right? And so as a retired professional, I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put this out here for the people because it's necessary information. And I also wanted to help all of my naturals out here avoid the experience that our relaxed sisters are having right now, because some of these chemicals are so bad for our health that if you keep on exposing yourselves to these ingredients, you're going to end up right where a lot of them are right now. So the guide is called Natural Hair, Natural Life, your guide to flawless natural hair care and non-toxic hair care products. It's available on my website, basicopulence.com, where you can also find my all natural, synthetic fragrance free aromatherapy and crystal energy powered products. Actually, our store is live for pre-orders today, as a matter of fact. So head on over, see what offerings we have for you. But I wanted to use my knowledge and experience to help more people. And so this guide is available for you. The products have been available since 2014. And I even included some like product recommendations by hair type for, everyone, in basic styling, the whole nine. So if you are in need of those things, head on over to basicopulence.com. And once you get the guide and you process the information, figure out who you want to share it with. Share this video with everyone that you love or care about, and you want to, help them avoid the pitfalls of what I'm now calling processed personal care products. We deserve better options. We need more options for truly natural products for our hair and our body care. And the frustration and disappointment that overcame my spirit as I was writing the guide, as I'm vetting all of these brands that I wanted to be able to refer. And it's like, okay, no, you have 5 in one product instead of maybe just one. So it's too much. So I'm gonna stop it here and say that I thank y'all for watching. And if you are someone who is on the path to better health and wellness, you want to live a more natural lifestyle, I welcome you to my tribe of vibrant beings. Please, subscribe to my newsletter on my website at basicopulence.com. And subscribe to this channel. There'll be more content forthcoming about, aromatherapy and the products, of course, and, just other related things that are here to support us in better health and well-being. So I thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Peace and well-being blessings.